welcome to another round of the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series, part of the Motorsport.com Northwest MX Series, coming to you from Richland, Washington. This is round number 2, and man, we're getting ready for Moto number 1. So you see a packed house here in Richland, Washington at Horn Rapids Motorsports Complex. We had a lot of rain last night, and track really shaped up well today, as the berms have a lot more integrity in them and aren't getting blown out. So here we go. Tommy Week, Ryan Huffman, Brad Nott, Dylan Summerlin, Noah McConaughey, Chris Howell, Devin Harriman, Jake Anstead, all coming into you. Alex Harville, Nathan Haas, Neil Allen, Mason Holt, Dylan Dillaplace, Joey Dominguez, Austin Breda, Stephen Gross, Sean Wilson, Eric Danning, and great turnout yesterday. And today we dropped a couple of riders: Spencer Casey, Robbie Harvey, Brad Ludwigson, Brock Barnes, and Greg Crater getting ready to go. We are on board with McConaughey. I believe McConaughey on that. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Noah McConaughey and also Chris Howell are onboard cameras for this moto. And there you go. Looks like another hole shot from Tommy Week aboard that Motorsport Hillsboro Honda. Oh, look at that. A little mistake there by Noddet aboard the Yamaha as he slid out there. On board with Chris Howell running second, and that is Tommy Week on the 331. And there you see him coming around the back part of the track on that Honda. And he's going to come into that chicane here. And it looks like, there you go. So up front, the 331 of Tommy Week. Then you have Chris Howell in position number 2. McConaughey, spot number 3. Here you go, on board with McConaughey on the number 96 JMC Husqvarna. Having a pretty good motos. He's a little bit yesterday around number 1. He had some. He was a fast rider on the track. Had a couple of mistakes though that cost him some position. So he's looking to put in a good moto here as he sits in 3rd. So 4th place is Brad Noddet aboard that Yamaha as they come over the finish line for the first time. Wow, look at those ruts right after the finish. They come over that tunnel jump and now back through the mechanics area and on to the starting line in the first corner. And whoa, getting a little close. Oh wow, McConaughey goes down and almost gets hit by the other rider. I don't know if that was Noddet that was coming there in 4th around the back side of him, but here we're going to get another look at it. Tries to get underneath the 222 of Howell and just bike steps out, hits a braking bump and sends him right onto his side. And hopefully he'll be able to get up and regain the race from that one. Back to your leader, Tommy Week, Howell on the 222, trying to chase him down. Yesterday they played cat and mouse all day long for the first round, Motos 1 and 2 here at Horn Rapids. And this is the battle for first. Like I said earlier, track conditions a lot better this era. There we go. So he's getting help off the track. McConaughey, the number 96, our track crew here at HRMC and the Pacific Racing Organization. As you can see there in the background, medic flags are out. So we'll see if as they come by this next lap, there's a few corners left to go before they get back by him. Tommy Week still in the lead. Howell in spot number 2 as they come over the finish line and over that Fusion Graphics tunnel jump. And here they come back into that first corner as it looks like McConaughey has moved out and off the racetrack. And they will continue racing here in Moto number 1. It's a Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series coming to you from Richland, Washington. Another bike there getting pushed off the track. Let's try to figure out who that is for you. As Tommy Week down to the bottom part, the back side of Richland. He's going to make that right-hand turn and come back towards the middle part of the track, a little chicane to a little off camber up and over this on the main track, a little double jump. Here you come back to Jake Anstead on the KTM, and I believe that was Neil Allen right behind him, local boy. And then there is the rest of the riders. You have Harriman there and Wilson in a battle. I think this is right around the top 10 mark. And Holt there on the 2-stroke 250. Back to your leader as Week comes in to the rhythm section right here by the tower. And he's going to make another right-hand corner, come by the finish line one more time. On board with Chris Howell on the 222. You see running the outside line, trying to keep some momentum up through those little whoops there before the mechanics area. So yesterday, Tommy Week having a great set of motos, as here you go back to our down rider, still trying to get a few things figured out. And this fastest part of the track, you can really see the speeds of these riders. Is Hal on board with Hal there. A little mistake by the 331 of Week there, but the fastest part of the track back there is they do that back straightaway sweeper. And you can really see it there with the onboard camera there on Chris Hal and the 222 JMC Husky. And man, he sends it there into the corner, or 180 corner. And there's, I think it's Dilla Place. That's Noddit's. I couldn't quite tell who that rider was. I thought it might have been Noddit's teammate there. But we'll have to wait and see on that one as he gets help from our track crew. So here you go back to the Neil Allen and Devin Harriman battle. And up, as you can see him go over that Duval anthill. Can Harriman make the pass? He's going to try to set himself up to the outside. Harriman running the outside line. Allen around the inside. Allen kind of gets hung up and labors the corner just a little bit, but Harriman is going to take over that position. Back in second with Chris Howell on the 222. Here again, that corner running that outside berm. And riders really having a ton of speed down at the bottom. You drop into that hole. So there's Harriman does make the pass stick on Allen. And as Harriman will go on that back straightaway right there, 3 tabletops. Here in Moto number 1. It's the motorsport.com Northwest MX Series. There is Noddit, and looks like Summerlin there on the number 430, starting to pressure Noddit just a little bit as they come down to that 180 section and step in and around the grass here. So a couple laps left to go, I believe, on this one. We'll see if that battle starts to show some rubbing here at Horn Rapids as they come by the finish. So there you go, white flag out, 1 lap left to go as Hal jumps to the outside, runs that outside rut. So can Week pulled off as you see Hal's mechanic Jensen coming out and cheering him on, saying 1 lap to go, let's make this one work here on the 222. So he's going to try to give it everything he has here in this final lap, Moto number 1 of the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series. You see all the fans watching on the center part of the track there on the big tabletop that hopefully we'll be able to use that come rounds 3 and 4, which will be back in April of the motorsport.com Northwest MX Series. So here you go, Week with about half a lap to go on the Motorsport Hillsboro 331 Honda. And look at, man, Hal, he might have closed up another bike link or so. Definitely in striking distance. If Week has any problem, Hal will be there to take advantage of it as they step over that Duval anthill. Only left 2 corners to go and a rhythm section. And Tommy is going to call this one done and in the books, as this is the last corner right here, and he's going to put that Motorsport Hillsboro 331 machine on top. Great ride by Chris Howell on the 222 JMC Motorsports Husqvarna, as there you can see the finish line, that motorsport.com finish line. And those riders are going to finish up, it looks like, right down to the end there, and Noddit's going to hold off Summerlin, and then there you have Jake Anstead is going to finish off your top 5 there, as the rest of the riders are coming through here, finishing up. This is the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series, Moto number 1, round number 2. Let's head on down to the podium and get a word with Tommy Week.
All right, down here on the podium, Moto number 1 here in the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series. Brad Noddit, man, good to see you up here on the podium, and actually it's good to see you just personally too, but catching up with you earlier. But the rain did us a little bit of good. I mean, personally, I think the track's got a couple more lines, and the berms are holding up a little bit better.
Yeah, no doubt the rain was a good thing. Take hold on. There you go. Okay, yeah, the rain was good. It made more lines, more room for passing, and you know, it makes the track rougher, which is what I like. So I'm definitely down for rain anytime.
There you go. Now, talking earlier, it looks like you're going to go back up and do the Canadian Nationals again.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a deal I'll put together for Canada again this summer. I've been going up there for quite a few years now and having a good time, and you know, I just want to keep doing this as long as I can, and that's where I built the name and career. So I'm pretty stoked to get the opportunity to go back again.
There you go. Who do you want to thank putting you up here on the podium?
I'd like to thank GA Checkpoint Yamaha, Fox Shift, Scott, the boys at Fusion for always keeping my bikes looking good. What else we got here? Moto Seat, Hinson, Relax Tire, Maskell Collision and Glass, all my friends and, you know, family for supporting me, and you guys for always putting on a good series.
There you go, Brad Nonnett grabbing third here in Moto number 1 of the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series. All right, man, another second. What's it going to take to knock the 331 off the top spot of the podium here?
Oh man, just putting some solid laps. He's riding so good today, and even yesterday too. I got some good starts on him yesterday and made a couple mistakes, and he got by me. But I mean, he's riding good, and I'm right there with him. I'm not far behind, as you can see that last moto. Like, he gained a little bit, but I caught him back, and we were pretty evenly matched. And things don't take a good start, and maybe a little bit of, maybe even be a couple spots back off the start or something. But Tommy's a good rider, and I always enjoy racing with him. He's clean, and it's always a good time. He pushes me to my limits.
Yeah, you guys look like you're having fun marking each other out there on the spot. So who do you want to thank for getting here?
Oh, there's just a huge group of people behind me. First off, HRMC Motorsports, they're a huge part of my program, and can't thank those guys enough. Jensen Hendler, my mom and dad, like, I don't thank them enough, nearly enough actually, because without them I wouldn't even be racing dirt bikes. So, and then just Fly, Duvall, and just everyone else that's been behind me. They know who they are, and I got to get a list going. I'm sorry.
Well, there you go. Second in the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series, Chris Howell. All right, here we go. One more time. First moto, round number 2, Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series. Coming up on top, man, where everybody was watching you, of course, yesterday. And another hole shot, another win. What can you say, right?
Yeah, I really like my 450. That's definitely my favorite bike right now. So good starts and just try and ride clean laps. Chris and all the boys are riding good. Fortunately, a couple of the guys went down. I hope they're all right, but you know, that's racing. It's like I said yesterday, it's what we do. But
yeah, so we were talking about the track earlier. You like it better today or yesterday?
Way better today. The rain last night gives it that consistent texture all across the track, so it gives it a lot more lines and makes it rougher and makes it more fun for the pros.
Good stuff. Who do you want to thank for putting you up here on top?
Got to give it up to Motorsport Hillsboro. First off, they're biggest one behind me. Shane Barton does so much for me with my motors and everything else. And me and my sister launching the new athlete development, Thrive. That's a big part of my life and the transition to why I'm back in the Northwest. So really want to give that a shout out and hopefully push that to the next level one day.
There you go. We all love seeing you here. Another first place, Tommy Week on the 331.